Let's start this video with some questions. Have you ever tried to jump between two plateaus and fell short? Have you ever flown into a tree and got stuck in the branches? Or perhaps you're tuning a build that keeps flying off the course. Maybe you just forgot that your tank is not amphibious and drove it into the water. If you've been in one of those situations or similar, then I have a possible solution for you today. Hi, I'm Danzen, and my latest mod is called the QuickWarp. I'll start off by showing you the controls and how to configure them. Simply type in /QuickWarp into the chat to access the menu. In here, you can see all the controls and options for the mod. Note that the available options for the controls are based on your current personal key bindings for seat interactions only. If you change any of the settings, remember to hit the apply button to save it. The apply button will be grayed out if you have conflicting keybinds. The mod is very straightforward to use. Simply tap the toggle warp camera key to enter warp camera mode. In this mode, you can freely look and move around to pick a spot to warp to. You can also hold the sprint key to speed up the movement. There is no limit to how far you can go. Once you've picked a location, tap the warp key to instantly teleport there. When you're in warp camera mode, there are 3 snapping options. By default, it starts in grid mode and the position and rotation snaps to the world grid. Tap on the mode key to cycle to the next mode. In free mode, as the name suggests, you are not limited to the grid and you can also rotate to any arbitrary angle. Additionally, it adapts to the angle of the target surface up to a limit of 45 degrees so that you can warp onto an inclined surface. Tap the mode key again to cycle to the third mode. This mode is similar to the free mode except that the rotation is locked to the camera in 90-degree increments. There is also a feature that quickly warps your creation to the closest nearby level surface. This is useful for when your creation gets stuck, such as when high centering or flipping over, and you want to quickly right it and don't really care where it warps to. All you need to do is double tap the toggle warp camera key to trigger it. The feature can also be disabled from the config menu. The last thing to mention about this mod is that it works on all vanilla seats, saddles, and the driver variants, but does not include the pre-survival versions of those seats, or the office chair, bathtub, and toilet. There is, however, an optional complementary mod that you can install and enable to get all these other seats to have the same functionality. This complementary mod also works for the QuickSwap and the Seats++ mods. The workshop links are in the description. I hope you will find the mod to be useful and leave any feedback you have in the comments. That's all for today, until next time.